Xabi Alonso is becoming the next Chelsea manager and Enzo Maresca is the guy who will be replacing Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. Yes, everything is happening right now. At first, let's talk about Xabi Alonso. Now, according to all the reports that I am getting right now, that Xabi Alonso is the favorite to becoming the next manager for Chelsea FC. But we have to understand one thing. Xabi Alonso is a Liverpool legend, and after a abrupt ending at Real Madrid, his desire was always to go to Liverpool as a manager. And after spending a lot of time as a player at Liverpool, his desire was to go to manage Liverpool. But according to the reports, what is saying that Liverpool are not even interested in appointing Xabi Alonso as the manager for Liverpool. And this decision of not appointing or not even approaching Xabi Alonso makes Xabi Alonso himself surprised. And for this reason, it enhances a very good and clear path for Xabi Alonso to become the next Chelsea manager. As we are talking about Liverpool, let's talk about Arne Slot. Despite all the turmoils that has been happening at Liverpool and all the results that hasn't been gone to Liverpool this season, and despite being the bad form of Arne Slot, FSG, that is Fenway Sports Group, are not in a conversation to remove Arne Slot from the managerial department. That is, they are not considering to sack Arne Slot. Therefore, they are giving Arne Slot another chance and another season for Liverpool. And it is the time for Chelsea to cash in, to take this opportunity and sign Xabi Alonso. And it is the best time for Chelsea to take the advantage and sign Xabi Alonso, an experienced manager who won Bayer Leverkusen a golden Bundesliga, that is without losing even a single game in a whole campaign, and reaching the final of Europa League. So this is the ideal time for the Chelseas, for the Blue Co and the sporting directors to hire a manager like Xabi Alonso. And now he is also interested for having a job at Chelsea. And this is for that reason I'm saying this is the best time to have him as our manager. And the reason why we should have him, I will make a separate video, but in short I am saying I want Xabi Alonso, not only he is an experienced manager, but also the style he wants to play. I mean that formation, that structure, that 3-5-2 or you say 3-4-2-1. We have all the players like the wingers, like the wing backs in the form of Reece James, Marc Cucurella, Malagusto, Gerald Hato, and the two holding midfielders we have at the pivotal role, Moises Caicedo, Lavia, Santos. And I have dedicated a detailed video where I have discussed about the lineups, that what could be the lineup of Chelsea FC under Xabi Alonso. So you should check that video. And coming to the point that we have all the players that Xabi Alonso needs. I will not say all, but most of the players, and by having just little bit modification, I mean just bringing some more experienced player in some departments, we will be becoming a serious club. And that is the identity, and that is the thing we need to do right now. That is the thing which is most required right now, is to make Chelsea a serious club who is playing Champions League every single season and competing for every single title. That is the thing that is important right now. And coming to another Chelsea's ex-World Cup winning manager, Enzo Maresca. Now it has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano and also by David Ornstein that after Pep Guardiola, the man who will be taking care of Manchester City is none other than Enzo Maresca. But we have to understand one thing. Pep Guardiola has a contract till 2027 at Manchester City. So Enzo Maresca have to wait for one more season for becoming the manager of Manchester City. But in case Manchester City loses this year Premier League, and if this hurts Pep Guardiola and makes him to leave Manchester City just 1 year before of his contract expiry, then Enzo Maresca is taking care of Manchester City from 2026-2027 Premier League for Manchester City. And Enzo Maresca will not be a newcomer at Manchester City because he was with Pep Guardiola as an assistant manager in 2020-21 or 21-22 season when he was the assistant manager of Manchester City. So Enzo Maresca has some experience of managing Manchester City. So it will be very interesting to see when will Enzo Maresca be the manager of Manchester City, because it is evident that Manchester City will appoint Enzo Maresca as their next manager. But the question which is very interesting that when it will be happening. And now coming to Chelsea's one of the brightest wonderkid, Estevao Willian. Now a bad news is coming that Estevao Willian is out of the Brazil's prelim squad for 2026 World Cup. And to be honest, and this decision not only hurts all the Chelsea fans but also hurt Estevao Willian, which may result if nosedive of his form. Because a player like Estevao Willian, a wonderkid, who will be the next future generation star, and if he is missing his first ever World Cup, and that too at the age of 18, he will be having some sort of mental issues, and that is very normal at the age of 18. Like obviously he is just a wonderkid right now, he hasn't been matured. So it's a very bad news not only for the Brazil national team but also for Estevao Willian and Chelsea FC. Now we have to see how Estevao Willian recover from this, not only physically but also mentally, because he is missing his first ever World Cup and it has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. And coming back to again Chelsea is that Marco Silva is also in the list of becoming, or you can say in the short list of becoming the next Chelsea manager. But this decision of having Marco Silva is, you can say, the secondary, because I am saying again the first choice for Chelsea FC as a manager is always Xabi Alonso. And it has been confirmed by the reports that Xabi Alonso is the first choice manager for Chelsea FC, then it is followed by Andoni Iraola and then maybe Marco Silva. So for now Xabi Alonso is leading the race for becoming the next Chelsea manager. If you want to hear this type of Chelsea updates regularly, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to hear this type of analysis, detailed tactical analysis, previews, reviews, then also you subscribe to this channel. And we'll see you in this next video. And till then, always keep the blue flag flying high. See you guys.